Okay, Geminis, this is your March love reading. Look at all these beautiful colors. There's a lot going on here with respect to your love life. It looks like there is and has been, at least according to you, not necessarily this situation, this particular situation, or this particular person, but in general, there's a lot going on for you in this. And I say this because the Queen of Swords, and we'll get to that. I do the Celtic cross for my readings. It always speaks in detail to the situation, and I really like it. My two favorite positions in this reading are these two, the 7th and 8th position. And I say that because the 7th position is how you feel about the situation, your internal perspective. Okay? And the 8th position is the other person's internal perspective of the situation, or not only that one person but people, how the outside world is viewing you and the situation. And I love these two, and I usually spend quite a bit of time on these two positions because not everybody thinks like you do, and not everybody views a situation like you do, and you don't view it like they do. And it's always good when you are going through something, or you're really happy, or you're really sad, or you're frustrated, or you're like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. It's always good to step back and keep that perspective that, oh, how are they feeling? What's their viewpoint? Because it's not always like yours. So I really like these two. But anyway, before we even get into that, let's get started. Your first card in the first position is the Hierophant. Now you have two major arcanas as the situation and what's crossing the situation. Okay, so the situation, what's going on is you have the Hierophant, and that is a card of marriage, inspiration, mercy, and goodness. It's a very spiritual card, but it's a very giving card. And it's a card where you're surrounding yourself with, and you're giving love and peace and goodness and wholeheartedness. And it can also be viewed as somewhat of a card of captivity. And that really is not so much a bad thing, but it's learning to give to become free. And being spiritual and contemplative and giving of yourself is a very freeing energy, and just very service oriented. Okay, so it could also be a card of a secretive type of energy, and normally I don't ever bring that up. But the only reason why I'm bringing that word up, secretive, is because of this card, which we'll talk about in a minute. And this is kind of a card of being sneaky. There's a lot of meanings to this card, but that's one of the interpretations. And when it is next to this, there could be something that's being secretive. But it's really generally a card of loving, grace, goodness, marriage, of coming together. And so maybe the secret is you are just hoping that this is going to happen. Okay. Now, I try to do these readings as we go through it. Sometimes I'm going to say if you're single, or if you just met somebody, or if you're in a relationship and you want to go to the next level, or if you are married or in a long-term relationship. So not every card applies to every situation, but I try to pull them all together because there's lots of people that watch these, and you're going to have everybody's situation is different. So regardless of any of that in your love life right now, you are going through something that is maybe maybe someone is being very giving towards you, or you are giving a lot of yourself and being very service oriented and spiritual. So take that energy with you, because it's very graceful and it's a great card to have. You may have also just gotten engaged or are thinking really talking about it or really seriously thinking about it. So now what's crossing the Hierophant in the second position is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is a card of destiny and success and luck and looking towards the future and everything. The thing with the Wheel of Fortune is it's always turning. There's always things going on. So there's all of this energy flowing around it and it's always turning. So look at all of these angels and animals and with their books, and there's all these symbols here, and there's fiery energy, and there's air. There's a sword right here. Swords are an air energy. So this could very well be you. You in your situation are feeling like you have had a lot of luck and you're successful and fortunate, and maybe the person that you're with, you feel lucky that you're together with them, and you feel like it's destiny and it's just going very well, and they may feel that around you. There's just all this warm, good, giving type of energy around you right now with regards to this situation. Now, the third position is what's kind of the underlying tone of the whole situation. So if something's on your mind and you think, oh, this is going so well, when am I going to get hit by the truck type of energy or thoughts, this is going so well, this can't be going so well. Are they doing something? Or maybe you're doing something sneaky. So the reason why I brought up that sneaky and secretive behavior of the Hierophant, which is minor, this card normally doesn't, that's one interpretation of this card, and it's normally, I never really even talk about that unless a card like this is near it. So it's nothing major, but something's on your mind. And this is definitely, I think, you, or you might be involved with an air sign, because the general interpretation of this card, which is the Seven of Swords, is sneaky attempts, confident plan of action. Maybe a plan was foiled and something went wrong, or you're also, it's almost like you're trying to get away with something. So there's a man, he's running away, he's kind of looking back saying, oh, are they going to catch me? What's going on? And he dropped these two swords and he's like, oh crap, I can't carry all this. I'm going to get caught. So something's going on where you, most likely you, are afraid of getting found out. And I don't know that anything serious is going on, but maybe it's something little. It could be something little, like I have 2 cats and I told you I only had one, and now this is going so well, and you're going to have to come over to my house and find that out, or I don't know, something. You could be doing something very sneaky, but there's all this, you could be doing something sneaky to maybe sabotage it a little bit because you're afraid of being so happy because everything seems to be going so well. As we go through this reading, you'll see that don't sabotage the situation because it's going well. So I'm just trying to think. I don't want to tie in that there could be like sneaking behind somebody's back or any type of affair or anything like that, because I don't think it's that major, because I think you are generally very happy and the situation is going really well. So I don't think you'd be doing that, but I don't know. So, but this is something you're not telling them, or they're going to find out, and it could be very minor, but just know that could be on the horizon. That's kind of the underlying tone. So you could be pulling back a little bit in the relationship because of this, but I don't know. Just stop it, whatever you're doing. Stop it, because everything is going well. Just stop. Stop worrying. Unless it's some big major lie that's really going to affect the relationship. And in that case, be honest and be graceful. Okay. What's crowning the situation, which is this is the underlying tone of the issue or the situation. This is what is crowning the situation. And this I always view as where is all this energy coming from? It's all coming from this card. This is the outcome card, and this is kind of this high level energy that's going to be filtering down. This energy doesn't filter up. It's just there and it's present. And so a lot of times you need to do something or stop doing something, or, you know, and then it kind of brings about this, which is it'll filter down through everything. So this is the 10 of Cups, and oh my gosh, this is a card of just complete contentment and happiness and joy and success. You have all the cups. They're all full. You have a beautiful life. There's lots of people around you, happily in love, and you've got your house and the countryside's there. And I mean, you're just completely content and happy. This is the way life is supposed to be, and I did it. So, and we see that here. You have everything is going for you. Everything is going for you. And you're gracious enough to know it and really not mess it up, but you really can't mess it up. Don't be sneaky. If you're really, really into that person, or if it's a long-term relationship, or if something's new and you're like, crap, I did not tell them I am a horrible cook, or I didn't tell her that I am super frugal and I have a lot of money, but I just decide to drive a little junky car because I don't want to spend my money, that type of a thing. So little things. Okay, in the recent past, which is this position here, you have the Queen of Pentacles. In this card, it's a very earthy, oh, by the way, which I didn't tell you, I like to talk about this. Sorry, I had to cut the video up. So let's get back to it. I ran out of battery space. But what I was saying is these could be two different people or two different energies, because this is a water energy, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and this is an earth type of an energy. Pentacles are always earth type of energy, so we're looking at Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So I don't know if these are two different people or two different energies that are kind of flowing around in the periphery of your love life, but they could be. But in the recent past, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I can't remember if I said this already or not, but it's a card of really a greatness of soul and just intelligence and security. It's a beautiful, beautiful card, like full of generosity and giving and magnificence. So this is the energy that's been in your recent past. So you've been having a really nice, calm, wonderful time that's full of love and support and security and wholeness. And so I don't know if this is what's going on. This is your current relationship, or was a relationship, but you've been really happy and you've had a lot of support there, and you felt very secure, which goes right along with this Wheel of Fortune card as well as this card. I mean, you're happy. You're in a really good place. And then also with the Hierophant here, I mean, you really are just happy. There's a lot of love and gratitude and service and spirituality surrounding you. So that's your recent past, which is clearly pulling over into the current situation. Now, in your near future, and there's no timeline associated with this, so this could be like over the next week or two, could kind of spill over into the next month or two. But in your near future, you have the Empress. And, I thought these were the only two major arcana. But this is a major arcana card also. So this is a card of just fruitful energy and initiative and taking action, and kind of unsure. There's an element of the outcome is unknown to this card. So, but at the same time, you're taking action and you're working hard and you're being successful. And this is a really good card, and it's really a card of empowerment. And this is definitely an energy that's surrounding you in your relationship of, you're really wanting to really work hard for it and be present and engaged in it. And they may also want that. It seems to be going very well, and you're both really excited about it. And so this is a great card for your new future, because it looks like you're both going to be wanting to really put a lot of work into it. And Gemini, this is take it. I mean, if someone's offering you security and grace and service, and they're good people and they're generous, take it. And also be like that. But a lot of times we don't tend to bring people into our lives we don't attract people into our lives unless we are like that also. So you have to, whatever you want out of life, you also have to work hard to be like that. And so this could also very well be you giving and being generous and feeling and creating a space of security and happiness and soulful spirituality. And that is a very powerful card, because it could be you giving this, it could be them giving this, and it's what's coming down the line in your near future. So that's a wonderful card, especially with this overtone and the past and the Wheel of Fortune crossing this whole situation. So excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, like I said before, these two cards are I really like these two cards. So the 7th card here, the Ace of Cups, is how you're viewing the situation. Now, this is a water energy. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is a water energy. It doesn't mean that they are that sign, but you have a view of this situation as this. And this is a card of just truth, joy, full heart. You're feeling very nourished, and you're feeling abundance, and which goes right along with this security aspect of this and magnificence and of the Empress. And it goes right along with this also. You're really feeling very good about this situation. You're really happy about it. And that's your view of it. You wouldn't want to change anything. So I don't know what this is. So just be careful. Try not to get away with stuff. And be careful not to leave things that also might be important. Don't leave them lying. Take care of them. Take care of them. So this card also doesn't only have to be sneakiness and attempt. It could be just confidence. Like, you could also be very confident that you are having all these things. You're taking all these things with you. You have a lot on your plate. You're being very successful. And you feel like maybe you might be carrying a little too much, but you're also very confident that you can. I mean, he's looking back. He might not be looking back saying, oh, crap, look, I dropped those. I'm going to get caught, but I better run away anyway. He might not only be thinking that. He might also be like, oh, my hands are full, but I think I can stop and grab those too. And he's confident that he can. So this is how you're feeling about the situation. You are feeling abundant. This cup is overflowing. Again, there's a spiritual element here with the white dove placing that chip into the water, and it's overflowing. It's overflowing with joy. It's creating growth down here, and there's a spiritual element because not only is it a white dove, but it's this kind of the universe is handing this to you, and it's there, and you're feeling it, and you're taking it, and it's overflowing with joy and happiness. So there is, again, is the spiritual element. So that's how you're feeling about the situation. Now, how they are feeling about the situation, whomever it is in your periphery or whoever you're in a relationship with, how they're feeling about the situation and how the world is viewing the situation is the Ace of Pentacles. So you have two aces here. You're both feeling very similar. This is a card and an energy of just perfect content. They are content. They are filled with ecstasy, and they're very feel that they're making the right decision. It's a card of intelligence and accuracy and speed. So they're feeling that they're making a right decision with you. They're feeling like they're in the good place. They're very happy. You're making them very happy. And they also feel very blessed because, again, there's a spiritual element here. You see all of these. The garden is growing, and there's a bright, beautiful future out here on the other side of the gate, and it's very green and lush, and they see a lot of potential in this situation. They see a lot of potential and they feel very safe and content with you and with the situation. And other people outside of it are looking and saying, gosh, what a great couple. So you may have just met somebody and everyone's like, oh, he or she finally met somebody. They're really happy. They're good for each other. Other people might be viewing that too. Or I hope they stay with them. This is a good one. They're a keeper. So, and if you're in a long-term relationship, you guys are doing really well. You are feeling so blessed and happy that they're in your life and that they're staying, and you're excited that they're there. And, but again, with the spiritual element, I mean, you really feel blessed that they are there, and they do also, and they see a ton of potential, growth meaning the pentacles. And again, this is pentacles are earth energy. So they are feeling very grounded about it also. They're feeling very secure and grounded with the situation, but there's also a spiritual element here. They also feel very blessed, kind of like it's oh, this really is too good to be true. I can't believe this is happening. This person's amazing. So even if you're in a long-term relationship, all relationships go through ebb and flow, but you could be looking at each other in your marriage or your relationship saying, wow, like I am so lucky. I couldn't have asked for a better person in my life.